Happy Tuesday. We're outside. It rained beautifully last night, so it's nice and cool outside.
Yes! Finally a break in the heat. Don't hold back. Push, ready to get this on.
We've been pumped up all day. How you guys doing? How we doing? Don't hold back, guys. We're in the middle of a 90-day game plan. Feel that energy? Woo! You guys rock.
Day 2.
What's up, Angela? What's up?
90-day game plan. Let's rock this out.
You are my
California in the
sunshine.
house. Massachusetts. Sunshine in the house.
Yeah, we worked out this morning, so
Oh yeah.
crazy. Okay. Oh, just dropped my phone.
Yeah, don't drop that. What's up, guys? Ohio, what's up? How's it going, Utah? Nice. Seattle, Florida. South of Florida. We might be there soon.
Michigan.
The OC, Michigan,
Delaware, what's up?
California, Delaware. Celebrating your baby B-Day. Happy birthday to your baby.
Ooh. What's
Awesome,
up?
guys.
Love you too. We
What's
love you
up?
too. We got some good
Oh
stuff
man, super pumped today.
today.
Ready to rock this out.
Is everybody off the crazy train first? Everybody get off the crazy train.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a minute.
I was
so,
on the crazy train yesterday, and Paul had a like on that. Seriously, get
I
off.
pulled her right off that crazy train, and that train just chugged right on up without us.
Yes.
So, for those of you who don't know who we are,
we are crazy.
I know there's a bunch of people that jumped on in the last day or so after our episode yesterday. So welcome. If this is your first time joining us, my name is Paul.
And I am Lynette.
This is Lynette, and we are so pumped to have you on. We're going to cover so many things, but we are on day 2 of our 90-day game plan. We are business industry trainers. We talk about new 2.0 techniques, but we also we want to let you know that not only is this key information valuable for the industry that we're in, but any kind of business that you're in. These are philosophies and steps that you can take to, in this case, 10x your life, right? And we're going to talk about that here in a minute. Anybody know about Grant Cardone? I'm sure you guys do.
Grab the book real quick.
But oh yeah,
So if you guys don't know, Paul and I are literally reading 30 books in 30 days, implementing power reading, speed reading, and I read this book yesterday, and
it blew her mind.
OMG.
Guys,
everybody, I'm talking. If you're watching us,
Go get this book, right?
this
It's
is.
redonk.
I mean, like, get it today.
No, seriously,
Don't
one of
wait.
the best books I've ever read in the last 15 years. So,
And he's been talking about it for about a month, and I was like, yeah, okay. But OMG,
I get
buying it. I mean, now.
I
Now.
probably read it about 6 times already in the last month or so, and I got it on my Scribe. So if anyone has Scribe, you guys can find it there in its entirety. But
Yeah.
get the physical book too.
Paul talked about how to power read, how to speed read. We will go over that. But for the time being, until we can get to that episode, go ahead and just do a couple YouTubes and kind of Google power reading or speed reading.
Photo reading. Yeah, you can Google
photo
photo
reading.
reading, speed reading, and there's a
And
bunch of different techniques, but they all work.
We're in the middle of a 90-day game plan, or we're starting it, and this is the book.
Oh, it's going to charge you like nothing else charges you. And this is kind of the premise of today's talk, today's episode.
Because I couldn't sleep last night. I woke up going, oh.
She's like, I want to 10x everything. So thank you, Grant Cardone, for that. And hopefully one day he'll be watching. So
That's our prestige goal.
anyways, yeah, he knows what he's talking about. You know, he's probably made over $100 million in his own business, but he conveys the idea of what does it really take to go from nothing to something massive in a very short amount of time. Now, we're not talking about a get-rich-quick scheme. We're not talking about just waltzing through this and all of a sudden making 6 and 7 figures. We're talking about putting the work in, making the work count, and getting the result that you're looking for. So, yeah, someone just said that you can find it on audible.com as well. So that's another great resource for audiobooks.
Yeah.
Um,
So with that said,
So yeah, so let's get to business.
if you are brand new to Periscope, welcome. Paul gets excited, so don't let him scare you. But this is the, I just want to let you guys know, if you're brand new to Periscope, it is a wonky platform. It's not the most smooth platform. So if you get disconnected, no worries. Just find us on Twitter. Go to your laptop or your computer, and you can find Global Executives on Twitter. And there will be a Periscope link, because Twitter owns Periscope. And you can watch the replay. You have 24 hours.
So, real quick, I just want to throw this quote out there, because we're talking about the 90-day game plan. We're talking about Business 2.0 techniques. And we're talking about stepping up your game to make a significant difference within a very short amount of time. And the quote is from none other than one of our very successful business partners in our company. And it goes like this: it's important to take consistent and persistent action toward attaining a written goal. And when you reach that goal, always having another one in mind to go get it. We are going to be that nagging voice in your head every day to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing.
I live with this. Can you imagine what I go through? He's my nagging voice. Just kidding.
But guys, we want success for you so bad. We want you to see how amazing it is to live a life of freedom, a life of abundance, a life of being able to change people's lives because you mean to and you know how to do it. Okay? So, with that being said, that is a quote directly from our 90-day game plan booklet, which we carry around and live in constantly. But what we're going to do is we're going to take you day by day, checking your work. How many of you, we're only on day 2 of the 90-day game plan, how many of you have already quit? How many in your mind have you already thought, oh, I contacted 3 people, they all said no, this is too hard? Guys, off, like she said, off the crazy train. This is not an option anymore. We need to keep pushing through our uncomfortable zones and getting to our goal. We're going to help push you through that.
So with that said, just to answer that question, I prefer physical books. Please, you can listen to the audiobook in your car while you're taking a shower, that's fine, but to download into your subconscious mind, power reading should be where you're reading it rather than auditory.
Guys, here's the reason. Here's the reason you want to do, and we have the audiobook and we'll listen to that as well. Here's the reason that you want to do all of it. You want to read the book so you can input it, download it in your brain visually. You want to feel the book so you can feel that energy from the author being inputted into your body, and then you want to hear the book so that it absorbs in that way. You have 3 different styles of learning. You want to use it all to your advantage. You want to absorb as much of the energy of that book that you can. So listen to the audiobook. Put it in the background. Put it on loop. Put it on a loop. Read the book. Get it downloaded into your brain visually, and you'll become something. Your mind will shift, and you'll create a new dynamic in your mind and in your business.
Please learn power reading, because again, we're reading photo reading or power reading, speed reading, whatever you want to use. Photo reading is the most effective, but you want to download as much information as you can over the next 90 days. And Paul and I are literally reading 30 books in 30 days. It's called the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone.
Yes.
Now, today's Periscope episode is going to be about the Facebook algorithm and how you are going to apply the Facebook algorithm. We're going to 10X this and the 90-day game plan. So hopefully you've got your workbook with you. We're going to show you how to implement new 2.0 methods, and we're going to change up a little bit. When I change, I mean we're just going to tweak it, because we want to follow the game plan. We want to follow the bullet points, but we're going to show you how to implement 2.0. Remember, we've been talking about the 2-week turnaround. Remember, we've been talking about the rule of 5. We're cranking it up. We're 10X and everything, but I'm going to show you how to do it literally step by step so you're not overwhelmed, because nothing makes me more irritated and more anxious than somebody going, go contact people.
Oh, yeah.
Contact people.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Okay, that makes me nervous, and I'm not sure I want to just contact people. So we're going to show you how to contact people so it's comfortable, it's effective, while you're still adding value to people's life. Because if you haven't been with us, remember on the 2-week turnaround, the first part of the 2-week turnaround is to add value. So we're never going to stop adding value to people's lives, but we got to kick this and crank this up a notch. You guys are still kind of tiptoeing with the 2-week turnaround, tiptoeing with the rule of 5. We're cranking it up, because if you want massive results, you got to take massive action, and you got to do stuff that you've never done before. But don't worry, it's nothing scary. I promise. You've done this before, and we're going to show you everything that you need to do.
Yes.
Okay.
So, With that in mind, let's tie it all together. With the Facebook algorithm, she's going to give you some specific techniques, some specific tips and tricks. Now, this is the thing about the Facebook algorithm. It is very different from 5 years ago. It's very different from last year.
2 years ago.
It's very different 2 years ago and last year.
You guys are still using Facebook like you did last year, 2 years ago,
Yes.
and it's not the same anymore. The new Facebook algorithm must be manipulated and it must be changed in your favor. And you guys are going and getting really frustrated because nothing is working, and that's because you're not manipulating it to your favor.
And here's another thing that we want to cover before we jump into the actual technique part. With your preconceived notions about contacting people, we're going to have to let that go and let you know that social media, drawing people into what you have as a solution to their problem or issue or challenge, is completely different than it may have been 10 years ago, 20 years ago. What worked in 1995 is not as impactful and effective as what works today in 2015. Guys, this is the difference. If you want to create that momentum and that speed, there is a way to do it. There's a way to collectively grow your brand, which is you and the solutions that you have to offer, in a way that is out there and becoming relevant in people's minds, so that when they think, I don't know what to do, I'm at my wit's end because my health is failing, or I just don't feel right anymore. Where can I go? You're the first person that they think of. Okay.
So many of you are thinking, I don't want to be annoying on Facebook. Many of you blues and whites, you tend to do this the most.
I love this.
You think you're being annoying on Facebook, and I'm here to tell you, I'm in your face, a little tough love, that you don't understand the Facebook algorithm. You've been socially programmed to think that you're being annoying, and I want you to erase that. Because I'm telling you, if you go to my page, if you're friends with me, or go to your top 5 best friends, if you go to their Facebook page, I promise you, you have not seen all of their posts. It's just how the algorithm works.
Okay, so let me clarify. The way you're thinking about posting is equivalent to thinking about calling up a friend 10 times a day, and that would be annoying, right? We know that. But it's completely different. The way that they're receiving the information in your social media world compared to old school techniques of getting on the phone or sending a letter or knocking on their door, it's completely different. I can assure you, 90% of the stuff that you post, nobody sees. And you're like, oh, my posts suck, or nobody's liking my stuff, or I can't figure it out. Guess what? It's not you at all. It's just they're not seeing it. Nobody knows that your store is open because they don't see your post because you don't post enough.
Look, Grant Cardone says we need to blast. We need to blast our brand, and we're going to teach you how to blast it. So please get off the crazy train that you're being annoying, because that's not the case at all.
No.
Those that post the most earn the most. That's also in the product page, the business page, and on your personal page. I want you to get comfortable, and I'm giving you permission to be in people's faces, because remember, every 30 to 60 to 90 days, people's lives change. They change for the better or they change for the worse. And the first person that you want this person to think of is you.
Yes.
Okay? 5 to 7 posts a day for you. That's nice.
Awesome.
But we're going to kick that up a notch.
Awesome.
Okay? I want you to get uncomfortable now. So please, you're not going to be annoying. So, you need to get noticed. You need to blast this information, because if you want to change the financial blueprint of your life, you'll listen to what we're saying, okay?
Guys,
Let's
you know what? We all heard the term that your dreams lie.
Yes, out of sight, out of mind, because you're not going to be let's see, overexposure is a good thing. What's bad is that you're forgotten. And when you're quiet, because look, you can't fail this business unless you quit or unless you're quiet. If you're quiet, that means you're overlooked and people don't even know you exist. They don't even know your storefront is open. They don't know that you're open for business. So we're going to blast and get into people's face and get comfortable with doing this.
Right.
We're going to change the Facebook algorithm, so if you feel that you're going to be annoying to a certain amount of friends, well, then we can manipulate the Facebook algorithm and you can change it to your advantage.
Okay, so
No, we do not follow the 10-4-1 formula. We actually follow the 140-10 formula. We're going to kick it up a notch.
Yes.
I think that it's a little bit too weak. We need to kick it up a notch.
Okay, 10-4-1 should be done every day. Okay?
Not every week.
If you're going to follow 10-4-1, it should be done every single day. Not over a week's time.
The 10-4-1 is old school Facebook
Algorithm.
technique.
Yeah.
We're doing new Facebook algorithm. I promise you the new Facebook algorithm has changed.
Guys, now 10-4-1 is a good structure on your posts, okay? That's okay.
Yeah.
But if you're doing 15 posts over a week,
it's not enough.
Nobody sees anything. I can assure you, you've become obsolete in their mind, and you are forgotten, like she said. You want to get to the point where you feel annoying in your posting. That's where you need to stay. Once you get there, you'll see that you're actually not annoying. People are still liking and commenting and doing just as they've done before, except now there's new dialogue and new people, curiosities being built.
Let's look at this from a business perspective. Coca-Cola is in everybody's face 24/7, 365 days a week, all over the planet. They are overexposed, but I want you to associate overexposure with a positive thing. It's not an annoying negative thing. Between McDonald's and Exxon and Starbucks, this is what makes their brand so amazing, and you need to brand yourself as something amazing. So please get the negative connotation that you're being annoying out of your crazy train, because it's the wrong association. Okay? Yes, you can do buffer. Buffer changes the Facebook algorithm. We'll get into that as well.
Okay, somebody was talking about 10-4-1 is basically 2 posts a day, where we're talking about 5 posts a day on our branding, part of the 2-week turnaround. We are no longer talking about 5 posts a day.
That was just to shake you up a little bit.
That's to get people who don't know how to move. That's to get the ball rolling, right?
Remember Paul put the floaties on, baby steps? That was the 5 posts a day. We're kicking this all up a notch
If
now.
you guys want real results, we're just going to be honest with you, it's going to take more than 5 posts a day. If you guys don't have a team, it's going to be up in the 10 and 15, 20 posts a day range. How can I do that? That sounds overwhelming. Guys, listen. I've said it before. We've said it before. You're not going to accidentally make 6 figures in this thing. You're not going to accidentally make $1 million a year in this thing.
By posting 5 times a day. It's not going to happen.
If you guys can comprehend that, if you trade your time of posting 20 times a day and give it some discipline and some really good momentum behind it, if you do that, you can potentially make 6 and 7 figures. Is that too much work? I mean, get around that concept of you can sit in your house and post 20 times a day and potentially make 6 and 7 figures.
Yes, Caleb, but everything, business page, product page, and personal page, we are kicking it up a notch. 10x, everything, extreme now.
Yes,
okay?
Content makes a humongous difference. If anyone's followed, oh man, what was his name? Guy Kawasaki, I think he's written the book on social media, literally written a book about it. He talks about content is king. He posts on Twitter probably 100 times a day. I mean, he probably has a team of people that do that, but that's not the point. The point is you're going to have to take your own responsibility for your own business and your own content is king mentality and getting out there, letting people know that you're in business. Now, when we're talking about you're in business, we're not talking about blasting your company name on every post. We're talking about those 5 posts that we talked about: health quote, wealth quote, lifestyle quote, the transformation, and then the teaching about the product. We're talking about stepping that up, all right? Then people are going to be much more curious about, wow, they really have changed their thinking. They have changed their habits. They have changed the way they're doing things. They might know something that I don't know that I want to know. So what are they doing? And then they ask you, and then it's golden from there.
Okay, so write this down if you've got a pen and paper. I want you, because I'm talking to leaders right now. I'm not just talking to people who are just kind of flimming around. You don't really want to take this serious. I'm talking to you, if you're watching us on Periscope and then following us, you're serious about taking things up a notch. And as leaders, I do not want you to share, so stop using the share button and stop tagging. When you tag people, when you tag your prospects in particular in the product page, it diminishes your leadership and edifies the person who posted. Let me repeat that. Do not share, it diminishes your leadership. And do not tag your prospects in the product page. Please use discernment when I say this, because there are certain times when you do need to tag if somebody's asking for a specific question or there's a contest or a certain announcement that you need to tag your team or whatever.
real quick, can I just clarify? What she's saying is, do not tag your prospects in the product page. Okay, you're going to create that welcome post and you will tag them in that post. But what she's talking about is tagging them in other posts just to compensate for the fact that you are not posting.
Tagging is lazy leadership. And I'll give you an example. Let's say Paul posts a before and after transformation, an athlete that got ripped. And then I tag some of my athlete prospects in that post. I don't want to do that. That makes me look lazy. And although it may seem like this person could get information from this, again, I want you to use discernment, it still diminishes my own leadership. What I would prefer to do is once he posts that in the product page, I'm going to wait about 4 hours and I'm going to post the exact same thing or something very similar myself. Because when I post, this is the key word many of you are still missing, posting. Those that post the most make the most. Because I promise you, when I post, all of my prospects will get a notification based on the Facebook algorithm. Oh, Lynette just posted something in her product page, and my prospect will go, oh, let me go check that out. And again, I bring them back in. Do not tag. Tagging is lazy leadership. Stop tagging people. Now, if there's something specific, they need more information about a specific article, or they personally asked you, that's okay. Again, use discernment. But to be lazy because you don't want to post, that's not going to cut it.
Guys, let's
so
clarify.
No more tagging.
Yeah, if you're tagging people to compensate for your lack of posting in the product page, we're not talking about business page, we're talking about the product page, then that's basically being lazy. What she said, it makes so much more sense because it will connect with your prospects on a much more personal level. They already look to you as the source of information, as the connection to this whole new world you just exposed them to. So with that in mind, wouldn't it make sense for you to step up in your leadership and put those posts out there so that they can get the notification in the product page that you have posted this? It'll be much more effective rather than tagging. That's the difference. Tagging people into a post saying, like she said, using discernment, there's an occasional time where that would be a valuable tool. But if you're relying on tagging to compensate for your lack of posting, you're doing it wrong.
Because again, we're talking about Facebook algorithm. I want to help you change the Facebook algorithm so you can manipulate it in your favor so your prospects see you as a leader and also a branded health coach or cleanse coach, right, in our company. We're changing the Facebook algorithm. They will get a notification, I promise you. And that's what it's about. You need to post and not tag. So with that said, let's talk about how else you can change the Facebook algorithm, because what you think Facebook is not anymore. So Paul and I have already had, I think, a couple episodes about changing the Facebook algorithm. So stay with us if you've already heard it. Maybe
you might hear something new.
Or you can also teach this to your team as well.
We actually did the last one 25 episodes ago, so it's been a minute.
Been that long?
Yeah, it's been a minute. So here we go again.
Okay. So a couple key things about how to change the Facebook algorithm is, one of them is private messages. And I'm going to tie all of this in with the 90-day game plan and how you're going to go, no way, this can't be real. It is real. Stay with me. One way to change the Facebook algorithm, and first, maybe you're thinking, what in the world does that mean? What does Facebook algorithm mean? It means you want the most exposure for your posts. That's how you're going to manipulate it, and that's how you're going to change it, because you need people to see what you're offering.
Now we're talking about your personal page, okay?
Okay, we're talking about your personal page. Sometimes this can be interchanged with the product page, but for right now, I'm talking about your personal page, because you need exposure. You need your non-business friends to see what you're offering. And one way to do this is to send them a private message. When you send somebody a private message, or I call it a back message or a Facebook Messenger message, what happens is you change the Facebook algorithm and they begin to see you in their newsfeed, and then you can see them in your newsfeed. So in case they lose their job, or maybe something tragic about their health happened, you can see it come into your newsfeed.
Guys, remember she said every 30, 60, 90 days, people's lives are changing. And a lot of times as they're changing, whether or not they want them to change, it just happens. So you want to be the first person that they think of, or you want to be present in their news feed, in their life, to see what's happening. Now, it doesn't always have to be a negative thing. It could be a positive thing. Wow, I saw that you're, really into health and fitness. I love that about it, blah, blah, blah. Commenting on their posts, things like that.
So what does that mean? So you're going to send somebody a random private message? Yes and no. For instance, I love adding brand new friends. And once I send a friend request to somebody else and they accept my friendship, I will then begin to change the Facebook algorithm by sending them a back message or a private message and thanking them for the brand new friendship. And then I will compliment them. Whether it's they have a beautiful family, or they have a beautiful home, or they just have a brand new selfie that they just took, or maybe they just graduated from school.
Yeah,
I will compliment.
Yeah.
So I'm changing the Facebook algorithm by just sending them a private messaging them and thanking them for the brand new friendship and then complimenting them. They will, obviously, if they're decent people, they will respond back. That's how you change the Facebook algorithm, and then your information, your post will then begin to come up in their news feed and vice versa. Does that make sense? So that's one way you can change the Facebook algorithm, are private messages. So please use more private messages. In addition, if you're already friends with somebody, another way you can do this is send somebody a private message and just say, I was just thinking about you. You crossed my mind. How are the children? Okay? No Twitter, no Instagram. Facebook only. Please get off Twitter. Please, no Instagram, no Twitter. We talked about that. None.
Yeah.
Another way to change the Facebook algorithm is to make your own quotes. I use Over app. That's Over, or you can use any mobile app to make your own quotes. When you make your own quotes, it stays in the news feed a little bit longer or several hours longer than you sharing another already pre-made post or pre-made quote. So make your own quote, and you can do hashtag Lynette Davis or hashtag your name, not my name. So make your own quote and make the quote your name.
No, you can do, like meme quotes. Yeah, that would be the same thing. Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to say this one more time. No Instagram. No Instagram. Stop using Instagram.
It's a waste of time.
Okay. We did a whole episode on why Instagram is not effective in proper communication. It is lazy language, because 20 hashtags, seriously. You can't build a solid relationship on Instagram. So I'm talking about Facebook. When you make your own quote, it stays in the news feed much longer. For women, for some reason, it is a marketing strategy, and if you are a marketing major, you'll understand what I'm referring to. Hot pink is a instant eye grabber. So on occasion, I want you to use hot pink posts. I love finding hot pink posts on Pinterest, and I will make my own quote using a hot pink color. It attracts women like honey. I don't know why.
Seriously, it works.
Flies to honey. It seriously does. And the great thing about that is because in our industry, it is dominated by women. And women love to, come together. They love linking arms with one another. They love knowing that they're in a group of like-minded, strong, empowered women.
And they love pink.
They love hot pink. So find a hot pink post, and you might want to tag a few top team leaders with you in that post. I'm not talking about tag 20 women, just 5 or 6 top of your empowered women, and do a hot pink post and make it sound like this post is camaraderie with like-minded women. The hot pink, I promise you, will be an eye grabber and eye tension for other women, and they're going to go, whoa, these women are going somewhere. I want to know where they're going, and I want to go there with them. It's the hot pink. If you're a man, use discernment.
Okay, so that's interesting. I have, on a very occasional basis, very, very rare occasion, used a hot pink background with a specific quote in there and my dialogue at the top as a way to be an attention grabber, but it's not without strategy. The person who's quoting it is something like a recent one I did. What's her name? Marianne Williamson?
Marianne Williamson.
Yeah, so that particular quote was by her. That's very fitting for somebody like her to have that particular background. But my message was something from me, but the whole thing is to grab people's attention. Again, like you say, you're going to have to balance it. Being a guy, it's a little bit different. There are ways to grab people's attention that are other than the hot pink strategy. Real quick, somebody was saying Pinterest, and they had a question about that. she had mentioned Pinterest as a place, a resource to get certain pictures or certain quotes or certain ideas.
Go to Pinterest and type in pink pictures or hot pink photos, and lots of hot pink will show
Right,
up.
she wasn't-
But the whole idea is for you to gather and show that you're with a community of women. That's how you're going to do this. And when you start doing this, your team leaders in that post will begin a dialogue. Again, this is another way to change the Facebook algorithm, is dialogue. So when you show a hot pink post and you tagged 4 or 5 women in this, all of the women, this is Q women, that you'll begin dialoguing. So, for instance, I'll do a hot pink post and tag Gloria, Farah, and Stacy Brown, and Kayla, and her sister Caitlin. And what's going to happen is we're going to begin dialoguing in the comment section. And this also keeps that post in the newsfeed.
In her friends' newsfeeds, yeah.
Any kind of quote you want.
Yeah.
A wealth quote, a health quote, a powerful quote, tribe quote, anything you want to use. Be creative. Right? Paul and I are trying to teach you how to get creative. Again, dialoguing changes the Facebook algorithm because you want more exposure and you want more time in the newsfeed. Let's see, another way to change the Facebook algorithm is Buffer and Hootsuite. For some reason, Buffer and Hootsuite is connected with Facebook, and when you start implementing Buffer, which is an automated way to post throughout the day, you can schedule times through your posts to be posted throughout the day. It changes the Facebook algorithm also, and it'll stay in the newsfeed also for much longer.
Guys,
another way.
real quick tip on Facebook, the way it plays out in the week, the busier days or the less busy days. There's a couple things about this. It used to be Tuesdays that were like really busy on Facebook as a whole, as like a worldwide statistic. Now it's Thursdays and Fridays, and it's changed with the season or maybe the time of the year or maybe the direction that the entire social media world is going in. So
I've also noticed Monday nights, like last night was insanely busy.
Oh, that's true. That's
insanely busy. I don't know if just people were getting off of work. People were just bored with the Monday night. I'm not sure, but Monday nights are also really busy.
So there's two things about this. Facebook statistics say Thursday and Friday are the busiest. So it's important to put out your stuff there because there's more people on looking at more stuff on those particular days. The other thing about that is if it's less busy the other days of the week, that means you should probably step up your game those days because less people are posting, so there's more chance of your information being seen by the people that are on. So does that make sense? I think that if you use it to your advantage, when there's less people in the social world, there'll be more people that could see your stuff because less people are posting. But then when it's on the busy days, more people are available to see your stuff, so it's important to step it up those days as well.
The most important part of this is dialoguing. Dialoguing keeps your posts in the newsfeed, so get together. It's kind of like it's a no-brainer for my team. They understand, if Stacy Brown posts something, we've got Gloria and other people in our team dialoguing in the comment section because we're trying to help Stacy out. So you need to use this as a team approach. Remember, solo is a no-go. Please stop posting by yourself and trying to get this information out all by yourself. You need a team of people to dialogue, and you can use Crossline, you could use whatever. I know Casey Tucker's in another network marketing business, and she posts on my stuff, I post on her stuff. We keep things in the news feed together, so get together with other industry leaders as well, but you'll start keeping things in the post. Help each other out. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? Dialogue, yeah, please no likes. Leaders.
Likes are worthless these days. They don't do anything.
Likes do not change the Facebook algorithm.
And actually, this is actually on purpose. It is built in now into the algorithm, into the EdgeRank by Facebook, that likes are far less effective than dialoguing. And the people who only like stuff, those posts will fade away into the newsfeed and they'll disappear. They'll actually be...
There's Casey.
Yeah, they'll actually just fall off the newsfeed. The ones that are dialoguing, the ones that have likes and the dialogue, those are the ones that are constantly being put back up, put back up, put back up. So...
In addition, videos. When you make your homemade video and then you post it on your personal page, that also changes the Facebook algorithm and that stays in the newsfeed for hours. Okay? So, how do you implement all of this Facebook algorithm stuff into a 90-day game plan? So if you're not in our company, that's okay. You can stay with us because the tips that I'll be giving you can absolutely help in your company as well. Okay? So if you do have your 90-day game plan, go ahead and open it up to week 1, which is on page 62. You're going to have the 1-week goal here, and then you've got some bullet points that kind of show you what to keep track of for week 1. Because in a 90-day game plan, there's 12 weeks, and there's little bullet points to kind of keep you organized of what you should be doing. Have you attained these goals through that week?
Now this is a weekly sketch out that they put in our book because they couldn't put 90 days worth of pages like this. What we're here to do is go over this on the daily, to be that nagging voice in your head saying, hey, did you look at this? Look at this again. Look at this again. Look at this again. Get refocused. Get refocused. Okay?
Because I promise you, by the second week, half of you will go and fall right off.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to keep you from doing that.
We're gonna pull you back up, pull you off the crazy train, and get back on your feet.
There was something that I wanted to mention that was really important. Maybe it'll come to me in a minute.
Everything you say is important.
No, but this was really important. I wanted to share with them.
What page? Okay, so in the new 90-day game plans, it's page 62. It's called Next Steps. You'll see health at the top.
Oh, maybe it'll come to me in a minute. Okay. I'm not going to go over everything, but I just want you to see how some of these bullet points can be utilized with new 2.0 business methods, because it seems like many of you are struggling because you keep doing old school stuff. Not to say that it doesn't work, but we can help you build a faster business, a more effective, faster business using social media and Facebook. So if you do not have a product page, you need to get one, because that's what this is all about. That is the secret sauce on how to build a profitable business. It is the product page. So if you look at the first 2 bullet points, the first one says, how many calls did you make? And I know calling people, I don't know about you, but I do not like to get on the phone. And it's not because I'm scared, it's just literally nobody really talks on the phone as much as they used to. Everybody's doing texting, everybody is doing video chatting, everybody is doing audio voice, everybody is Facebook chatting. Not a whole lot of people are on the phone. Not to say that it's not effective, just not a whole lot of people like to talk on the phone. We're busy people.
Guys, I know this is freaking some people out, because we were taught since, 1948, when the first network marketing company came on the scene, the phone was the only way to communicate, right? So for 50, 60, almost 70 years, people would use the phone. Now we're saying nobody uses the phone anymore, so we're not going to use it either. We're going to use the other technology that is more relevant to today. That doesn't mean that those calls don't work. It just means, how can you make more of an impact today and work with the technology we have? So
we're not saying that the old ways are obsolete. That's not what we're saying. I'm just teaching you new ways to kick this up a notch in a more effective, more comfortable way for people who are utilizing smartphones and Facebook and those kinds of things. So let's really quick, because I don't want to get into this because it takes a whole lot of time, because we've already done 12,000 episodes on the product page. The product page is a private product page. There's no business being mentioned in there, and it includes prospects, customers, and team builders, and everybody in there is educating and posting and showing before and after transformations, and you're adding articles and videos, and it's about your company, it's about your product, and you're teaching everybody in there. It is your storefront. Okay? So with that said, the first bullet point talks about how many calls did you make this week for the 90-day game plan, and we're going to change that to how many people did you add into the product page. So yes, you can also implement how many calls did you make, but I also want you to include how many people did you include or add into the product page. That is an income producing activity. The second bullet point talks about how many people did you share, in our case, Isagenix with. How in your company, you can replace it. How many people did you share the company information or products with this week? That's so easily it can be easily done inside the product page as long as you are posting.
Do you see how that cuts out a lot of the nervousness or weirdness of, if you make a call, now you have somebody's attention. Now you have to figure out how to get more of their attention by sharing the information from the company with them. And if you're doing it in an old school manner,
it's less effective.
You're killing your effectiveness and impact. This can all be done on the product page. You've already opened up a platform for communication that is non-threatening and very easy for this person to accept. So
It's very community, it's a community-oriented page, and how amazing is it for human beings to feel like they are part of a community, part of a family. And when you are just simply only calling and only doing two-dimensional texting, it's very impersonal. So include them in a team, include them in a family. Solo is a no-go.
Guys, that's
okay?
so key. If you are calling them, the only thing they know is there's you and them, and that's the whole world of what you've just exposed them to. They don't know that there's another 40,000 people in just one product page, support page. And now this changes their whole vision of what's really happening, because 40,000 people can't be wrong. I'm seeing the results firsthand.
Because when Gloria, a girl on my team, she's amazing. When she added her prospect, Shelly Lotz, into our product page, Shelly then became a part of our family. She knew who I was. She knew who Paul was. She knew who Stacy Brown was. She knew this whole amazing family, and it made her feel like she was part of something. It is human nature for us to feel like we're part of a community. Had Gloria only talked to her on the phone,
we wouldn't have known her.
The chances of her really grasping the magnitude of our company and our culture would have been less.
Yes.
Okay? So the product page is where it's at. So you can change some of the wording on these bullet points. Is instead of how many calls did you make, well, how many people did you add to the product page, and how many people did you share the products with? Because you can do this all day long in the product page. You can get funky fresh and 10x everything inside the product page by posting, and you can teach your prospects everything that you want to know inside the product page.
Okay, you guys are going to love this next point.
I love this one.
Now we're going to freak people out a little bit here. I just want to throw this out there one more time if we didn't say it before. What we're teaching here is the way that we build the business, the way we were taught to build this, the way that we see the other leaders that have gone before us build this business.
Funky fresh.
There are obviously other right ways to do this. In our experience, there are certain other right ways that are not as impactful or effective. So when we talk about this next point, we're going to change the structure and the placement of this, okay?
So are there tons of welcome posts tagged iStudios video page such that makes people not like?
We've never seen that.
No.
We've never seen that. There are literally tons of welcome posts with those videos in the comment section.
You can use other videos. Use why Isagenix, use Start Your Life. There's so many different other videos. Just Cleanse. There's so many different videos you could use to kind of change it up a little bit.
Yeah. So point number 3. Oh.
But hold on. I just want you all guys, because I know there's some people freaking out really watching us going, do they really do this? I can't believe they're really saying this. But we just want to let you know there's other right ways to do it. Remember, Paul and I teach you to flow like water. Don't always be in a box that it has to be this way because my upline said it has to be this way. Because we're telling you, it works. The things that we're teaching you works. We're not making anything up.
It is another option.
It is just another option.
Yeah.
So, you guys ready for this next one? It's another secret sauce that Paul and I learned to do.
Point number 3.
Should we tell them our story, how we found this out?
Well, yeah, let's do that real quick.
Okay, let me tell you what the third bullet point is first. Is how many three-way calls or how many three-way follow-up calls have you done? Paul and I are here to tell you right now. It's going to freak some of y'all out. Three-way calls are not the first go-to thing that you should be doing in your business.
So what we say now is three-way calls are not the primary point.
It's a pumpkin spice?
Three-way calls are no longer the primary point of contact in your business interactions, okay?
What did he just say?
Okay, so
he said it.
The three-way call is no longer, in our experience, the primary point of contact in your business interaction with the new prospect. This is the reason. The first point of contact is when you add them to, you do the prospecting methods of adding them.
4 F's, right? You're branding yourself.
You add them to the prospect page, or the product support page, okay? After that, you follow up accordingly. You get kind of a good feel on where they're at. And then you're going to add in our opinion, not a three-way call, but a three-way Zoom.
A three-way, hold on, let's back this up. Let's clean this up a little bit. The three-way call is not the primary way to communicate.
Yeah.
It is actually 3 or 4 down the road.
Yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying. Your first primary thing is to get them into the product page. They can experience the culture of your company so they can see the product. People are very smart and they can make their own assessment. They can make their own assessment as long as the page is positive and high energy and it's amazing and it's fun and it's very informative and educational, I promise you they're going to be attracted immediately.
They'll get it.
You want to put them in a three-way chat first. Three-way chat. Let me give you an example. My personal enrolled is Gloria, and she'll add in Shelly Lots into the product page. One great thing that she could do, once she adds them into the product page and Shelly is marinating in there, Gloria can then put Shelly, herself, and Paul and I into a three-way chat or four-way chat. And at this point, because what you want to do is put somebody in a three-way chat with your upline, somebody who can benefit, so Shelly or your prospect can feel like they're already in a team immediately.
From day one.
From day one. Mm-hmm. Gloria can just simply say, Shelly, I want to introduce you to my business partners. Business partners, not my upline. My business partners.
You can say, I want to introduce you to my friends and business partners. Everybody's all on the same page at that point.
And I just want to let you know that if you have any specific questions, we're all here for you. Keep this super simple. Then Paul and I can intervene and take over the conversation in terms of, hi, Shelly, we're so glad. Welcome to the team. If you have any questions, we're so here for you. We heard amazing things about you. And Paul and I will then begin to coach Shelly and Gloria into a three-way Zoom. Three-way Zoom. We are living in 2015 where everything should be three-dimensional. Video chats.
People are going to be so uncomfortable when they first do this. That's okay.
I promise you.
It's okay.
It's so much more effective than just a two-dimensional three-way call. Yeah, it can be a little bit easier, but it's no easier than the three-way Zoom. It's a simple. You can just download the Zoom app and it's so easy. Have y'all done a Zoom app before or done a Zoom-way call? So effective. So much more effective in a three-way call.
Here's the reason why. Zoom calls, it's like FaceTime. If you guys have iPhones, it's just like FaceTime, except you can add as many people you want on that particular call. In this case, it would be the four of us, and in the example she's giving. And you can see our faces. We can see her face. We could see the emotion. They could see our passion. They see that we're real people, and that we actually are really doing this with them. It's not some mysterious people that live in Arizona that are...
Paul and I always teach energy first, technique and mechanics second, and how amazing can somebody feel your energy and feel your passion through a three-way Zoom. But please make your prospect feel comfortable and set this up with a three-way chat first, because I can quickly do a three-way chat by the time I get an appointment set and get everything and everybody's scheduled at 7 o'clock on Tuesday night to do a three-way call. Get them in a three-way chat first so you can introduce everybody.
Yeah.
And in the three-way chat, you know what I can do? I can do a video chat. So Gloria would put us in a three-way chat, and then Paul and I can get on a video chat on Facebook, private, and go, you know, hey, Shelly, we're so glad. Welcome to the team. We just want to let you know that we're here for you. If you have any questions, then maybe we can get on a three-way Zoom for any more specific questions that you may have. Let's go ahead and schedule that up right now. Guys, I'm doing everything third-dimensional. Don't do anything two-dimensional. It's so impersonal, I think, especially when you've got the capabilities. And as Grant Cardone says, we're 10x in everything. You need to stand out among everybody else.
Yeah, you got to become relevant. Yeah, your brand needs to become relevant. You are the brand. Real quick, I want to clarify. People are talking about what is the chat? Where do you do the chat? What venue? Because we're talking about the way that we're building our business is we add the person to the product page, which is on Facebook. We're typically going to use a chat format on Facebook. That's where everything is done. You just add those people in, and then off you go.
So really quick, if you've never used a video chat on Facebook, in the private, I think you have to do it on your phone though, not on your computer. You have 15 seconds to do a video chat directly into Facebook. I can talk for 15 seconds, just say, hey Shelly, I was just thinking about you, how you doing today? Or whatever. Very, very, very effective. If I need more time, then I have 90 seconds by uploading a video straight to my phone, 90 seconds or a minute and a half, and then I can upload that video onto Facebook if you need more time. Yes, a direct message, a private message, a back message, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing, and it's all done on Facebook, yes.
So let's clarify this one more time. Your whole premise is to add people into your private product page first. Let them feel the camaraderie. Let them feel the community. Welcome them in so they can get an idea about the culture behind your company. Then your idea is to get them into a three-way chat with your upline, but please refer your upline as business partners and friends. So get them into a three-way chat as soon as you can, just to let them know, let the prospect know that, you know, it's team-oriented, we're here for you, we're all friends, and if you have any specific question, because I promise you, if they have an embarrassing question, for instance, they've got diarrhea, nobody wants to announce that in the product page. Come on. So let them have an avenue, a safe way to ask specific questions if they need to. And besides, if Shelly has a question and Gloria's not available immediately because she's in school, then Shelly can specifically ask Paul and I immediately. We can help her. So that's another reason why you want to do a three-way chat. What if your team doesn't have a product-specific page? Well, then you need to get one ASAP.
You need to create it yourself.
Yep.
We talked about that a handful of times, so
super important.
That is the secret sauce.
Yep. Poop Queen Chrissy handles those questions. Yes, she does. Chrissy's so funny about that, right? Yes, it's such a safe place, and the product page can be so much fun. It's addicting, right? I love being in the product page. So again, three-way chat, and then the upline can totally move this into a three-way call or three-way Zoom call from that point. But do you see that that's the third bullet point? How many three-way calls have you made this week? Well, how many three-way chats have you put your team in? So what else? A couple bullet points down. There's one called, did you teach the you plus two, them plus two? It is your responsibility to go ahead and make a video if you want to, or share this information one-on-one with somebody. But you need to draw off the circles, as we call it. But I like to do it by making a homemade video. And, you know, I've got a whiteboard at the house, and I'll draw out you plus two, them plus two, and how to get your products paid for in our company, for instance. And Paul will record me doing it, and then I can upload it to my business page, or I can send this to my prospect.
Guys, I was thinking, why did they put this as a bullet point on every single week assessment? Because in our company, that's the foundation of how everything is built. You need to understand that backwards and forwards. You need to be able to teach it, because if you can't teach it, you don't understand it, right? So this is the reason it's in there every week, because people need to be reminded. Again, we say a lot of the same stuff all the time because people need to be reminded of the basics, because that's what this is about. Basics, simplicity, duplication. You plus two, them plus two is the foundation upon which empires are built. Get to know it, and you want to duplicate that with your team. Okay?
Do you do launch parties? Launch parties are amazing, and Paul and I do not do launch parties. Not to say that we won't do launch parties, but you have to remember we're here in Phoenix, Arizona. Headquarters is right here, and there's so many amazing leaders doing launch parties and opportunity business meetings.
Yeah, this is key, guys.
Monday nights. And so Paul and I will just plug in and bring our prospects to these meetings, because there's already a team family culture already there. There are Monday night meetings here in Phoenix every Monday night. Lindsay and Brian Core and their old team, they're doing amazing stuff on Monday nights, yet some of you are doing a solo as a no-go kind of thing, and doing a launch party at your house all by yourself.
Guys, here's the thing.
And two people show up.
This is the reason. It's the same with the product page. You don't want to reinvent the wheel. If there's meetings that are already thriving in your area, use them.
Use them.
If there are no meetings, then it is up to you to start creating that meeting
Somebody
dynamic.
did that. There was an amazing, huge, and they had like 100 people at these Monday night launch opportunity meetings. 100 people. Yet somebody wanted to launch their own launch party in their house on the same Monday night, and like 2 people showed up. Why? Why would you want to do that? Bring them to the Monday night meeting if you're here right in Phoenix or in your area, so they can see and feel the whole family, so they get a bigger vision and energy.
The culture, the support, the bigger vision, the people in the front speaking about information that maybe has not been conveyed yet.
Where can you see great examples of this? I can't show you. I can't show you. You're not allowed in my product page or my business page, so you're going to have to just recreate one and go with your instinct and go with it. Just build one.
Guys, here's the thing about the product page. If you don't have one, you have to create it. Keep in mind one thing. It's going to have to be fast-paced, and you're going to have to educate about the products. You're going to have to inspire people. You're going to have to motivate people, and you're going to have to create a sense of community and culture and accountability.
And please say the name of your company in this product page. I think there's somebody was mentioning they had a testimonial page and they were like, hush, hush, don't even say the name. Are you kidding me?
Guys, this
Are
is
you
your
kidding me?
storefront.
This is your storefront.
Yeah.
Blast that. Don't blast your company name on your your personal page, but in that product page, that's a safe place. Blast it. Get into people's face, and so people know that you exist and that you're open and you're having fun and you have so many amazing transformations. So
where do we put the product page? It's a private or secret group on Facebook that you create. So, okay, so moving on here. How many hours did you devote to personal development? Guys, we always talk about...
What is this question? Why wouldn't someone be allowed in a product page? Of course, everyone is allowed in the product. No. You have to be financially connected and linked to me.
Yeah, so if you're going to be in the product page that we're in, you'd have to be connected in a financial link with our bigger team.
The reason is because you want to contain the energy. You want to protect it. Right? You want to protect it, and you've got random people in there, and you have no idea where they're coming from. Okay?
So... The personal development point on that particular page, we always talk about 50-minute blocks, okay? Choose 1, choose 2, choose 3, but you want to, and with the information that we shared about you about photo reading and speed reading, you should be able to start downloading more information into your brain. Think about it like that. That's essentially what you're doing. But if you don't have that skill down yet...
it's two separate things. Business page is separate from the product page. You should have one business page and one product page.
Support page, yeah. So keep in mind, this is all about the degree in which you develop yourself will be the degree in which your business develops itself. The degree that you grow will be the degree that your business grows. So this is why in the 2-week turnaround, step number 2 is reading. Step number 4 is daily goal writing. And step number 5 is affirmations. Most of that is about developing yourself.
And if you're really busy, if you've got children or you're in school full-time or you've got a full-time job, then Paul and I encourage you to work in 50-minute blocks. This keeps you organized so you're not flaying around trying to figure everything out and getting overwhelmed. But look, we're going to be really honest with you because we're in the middle of a 90-day game plan and your life will be in balance. So go ahead and just make that...
It's okay.
Just accept that. You're going to be imbalanced and you're going to feel a little bit overwhelmed, but keep going. When you are balanced, you are living in a life of mediocrity. And we're not living in a life of mediocrity. We are trying to take our life so that we're in an abundant state in all areas of our life, spiritually and financially and relationships and health-wise and everything in between. We want to be abundant in all areas, so I don't want you to feel as if you have to be abundant in one area and not in another. But to build this business, to become financially free so you can have all the freedoms that you want and all the happiness that you want, you've got to be a little bit in balance to make this work. Paul did not get like this. I did not get like this physically by having a balanced life. We were obsessed. You become obsessed with this business. You become obsessed with your health. You become obsessed. Those that are obsessed, and trust me, that is a good word. Those that are obsessed with something, they have so much passion in it that they exceed and excel other people's expectations.
Guys, Robin Sharma says, an obsession is only unhealthy if it's an unhealthy obsession.
Good point.
Right? Okay, so keep that in mind when you become obsessed with this business. If you want an extreme result in your finances and a complete change, overhaul, you're going to have to put some extreme effort into it. Ronnie Coleman, if you guys are ever familiar with bodybuilding, he's an 8-time Mr. Olympia. One of his famous sayings is, everybody wants to be a bodybuilder, but don't nobody want to lift no heavy ass weight. That's his saying. What does that mean? How does that apply to the business? Everybody wants the abundance and the freedom and the lifestyle and the friends and the happiness and the stress-free living, but a lot of people don't want to put in the work. They don't want to lift the weight. Guys, you got to lift the weight. You got to put in the work. The work we're talking about here is nothing compared to what you'll spend the rest of your 50 years of life trudging away for somebody else's dream, but it will take work. It'll take some mental endurance on your part. This is day 2 of the 90 game plan, and I know some people already quit in their minds. Get off of that crazy train and come back. The opportunity is still there. Your network is still there. You can still create something amazing. We have a 90-day game plan in process right now. So take this seriously. If you've never taken it seriously before, this time do it different to get a different result.
So let's leave with you some homework so you can have something tangible to do today. So to change the Facebook algorithm, I want you to pick 10 non-business friends. 10 non-business friends, and I want you to send them a private message. And I want you to get out of your comfort zone and send them a video chat. And the only thing that I want you to say and do is to add value to their life and just say, you know, hi Kathy, I was just thinking about you, you crossed my mind, how's everything going? Do that 10 times with 10 different friends because you're following up with them in a sense. Your only goal is to add value to people's lives, and I want you to start planting seeds of greatness. Because what if this person had a really crappy day, and with you sending them a beautiful video chat that you would just cross their mind, how amazing would you make them feel?
Yeah.
So pick 10 non-business friends and just send them a video chat. Or if you feel comfortable, then just send them a message. But try using the video chat to change things up a notch. We're going to kick this up, 10x everything.
10 new people or 10 people that haven't been talked to before. Guys, this is going to be the people that have already been talked to and that say no. It's actually usually just a not yet.
Look, leaders.
The thing is that you're not talking to these 10 people about your business. Okay?
Just adding value.
You are adding value to their life by communicating and opening up. If for you it's going to be all 10 new people, that's okay. But if there are people that have been talked to and you're just connecting with them as a person,
you're just changing the Facebook algorithm so they can begin to see your stuff.
Yes,
it
doesn't matter if you talk to them before or not, and it's okay if you choose one or the other or a mix of both. That's okay.
You can just send them a video chat if you really don't know them and just say, hey, I was looking through your Facebook profile. You have a beautiful family. I just wanted to let you know that.
Yes, the video chat is on Facebook Messenger. There's a video button you hit. You have 15 seconds to do it in a live context that way. Or if you want to send a little bit longer message, which usually these connections wouldn't necessarily call for that, you have to upload a video that's no more than 90 seconds. Okay?
So try that. Try finding 10 non-business friends today and send them quick video chats and just say, you know, add value to their life. If today's their birthday, then just say happy birthday via video chat. Okay?
So it's nothing about your business. It's just about reconnecting with people. So, guys, thank you so much for staying on with us. We hope that you understand that we want success for you. That's why we do this every single day. You know, we just want to see people succeed and get to their goal. And if you can understand that you are this close to creating a massive explosion in your business, if you just keep doing the basics, your whole life will change over the next 90 days.
And nobody's really teaching about how to utilize Facebook because it's not how people think it is. You can't just post 1 or 2 times and think that you have this massive, massive business. There is a strategic way to use Facebook. Strategic. So let's be strategic on how to use it. Let's change the Facebook algorithm. Let's get the annoying thing off the crazy train. Get off that crazy train because you want to blast. You want to 10x everything, get into people's face and overexpose what you have. You have an amazing gift. Regardless of what company that you have. You have a gift.
Don't think about the other 88 days left. Just think about what can you do today? What impact can you do today? What value can you add today? And how much more of an impact can you add today? Don't even think about the rest of the time.
And I want all of you to start trusting your intuition. Many of you are really ignoring your intuition and your heart. If something feels right, go with it. If it feels right, go with it. Don't second guess yourself anymore. Go with your gut instinct, go with your intuition, and try it.
Yes.
Yes.
So, you guys rock.
We love you. We love you. We love you.
We do love you all. Sometimes we get a little intense, so thanks for hanging on with us.
Please get the book.
Get the 10x rule.
You guys will
not be disappointed.
You'll never be the same again. We love you too, so let's wrap this up. Have a beautiful Tuesday. Be blessed. And we want nothing more than for you to live the most extraordinary life.
Always free from physical and financial pain.
Yeah, so join us on this mission.
Because it's a stone cold fact.
We've got a better way.
Let's go to the world.
Let's go, guys. We love you. Have an awesome day.
Guys.